Good afternoon, one and all. Today we will going to discuss about the type of constant K type of the filters. As per the review of your previous video, we see in detail once again the constant K type of the filter, the relationship between the decibel unit and a Nipper, and its derivation and some mathematical background. Once again we seen here in this video, and then slightly move towards the basic foundation of the constant K type of the filter and its some example. So for here, in case of the constant K type of the filter is starting from the Nipper and decibel unit. In case of the definition of the attenuation, and generally the attenuation is represented by alpha. From this circuit diagram, here is the network. Any network should be provided, and from that network there are the two impedances available. First is the input impedance and the output impedance. In case of the input impedance, there is a R1 plus JX1. It is the complex quantity, and here is the load impedance ZL, which is equal to R2 plus JX2. So that due to the input source or EMF ES, due to that the current is flowing through the network, and current is coming from the network is represented by I2, and the voltage drop across the load impedance ZL, it will be represented by the ER. So how to define the attenuation? A loss of the power in the electric circuit loss of the power in the electric circuit or transmission line is called as the attenuation. Generally the attenuation, it stands for the opposition, and this opposition of the circuit is represented by the parameter attenuation, and it is denoted by the alpha. Basically this alpha, the basic unit of the attenuation are the Nipper or decibel. And this Nipper and decibel is the unit of the attenuation factor. So that in case of the two-port network, then in case of the two-port network, there is a 1 and 1 dash is the input port, and there is a 2 and 2 dash is represented by the output port. So that the ES is the source or generator voltage, and ES and source of the generator voltage is able to applied at the input side, and due to that the generator voltage E of S, the current is flowing through the circuit is the I1 into the network. So that I1 is the input current and I2 is the output current, or it is also called as the load current. So that the ER, in case of the ER, this is the E subscript R, it will be indicated by the output voltage or receiver voltage. So that the ZL is the load impedance, and this load impedance is represented by R2 plus JX2, and the input impedance is represented by Z1, which is equal to R1 plus JX1. Now here there are the two power we have to be calculated. Generally the equation of the power P, which is equal to P into I, this is the equation of the power, or which is equal to I square into R. It is also the equation of the power, I square into R. So that with reference to this circuit diagram or this block diagram, the source, the input power PS and the output power P of R, means the source voltage, and due to the source voltage and source current, due to that the source current we have represented here, there is a I square R1, which is equal to ES square upon R1. Okay, so that here we have to be calculated the V, which is equal to I into R, and I, which is equal to here I, which is equal to P upon V. So that the PS, which is equal to I square into R, which is equal to ES square upon I1. Okay, ES square upon R1. So that I here the P of R, which is equal to I2 square into R2, there is a ER square upon R2, so that I which is equal to P upon V or V which is equal to P upon I, that equation we have to be substituted here. And so that from the equation here 1 and equation 2, from that equation 1 and 2, the attenuation here, the attenuation is generally represented in the decibel form. So generally the power ratios are expected, so that in case of the power ratio, there is a ratio of the input power to the output power, means this PS stands for the input power here, and this will be represented by the output power. So if you have to be take the ratio of the input power to the output power, and your attenuation is represented in the decibel, then your alpha which is equal to 10 log to the base of 10 to the input power to the output power. So that this equation number 3, this is the equation number 3. Then what you do, whatever the input power and output power equation, that will be substituted in the equation number 3, which is generally represented by the attenuation alpha. So that 10 log to the base of 10 P of S which is equal to I1 square R1 upon I2 square upon R2. So that if the resistance R1 and R2, this value for ideal case R1 which is equal to R2, then we can write now the attenuation alpha which is equal to 10 log of to the base 10. This R1 and R2 gets cancelled out. This is the cancelled out because both the values should be equal. Hence the alpha which is equal to 10 log to the base of 10 of I1 upon I2 square, and this square I1 upon I2 square, this square is a written alpha which is equal to 20, means here this will be represented here. This power of the ratio of the input to the output current is 2 into 10, 2 into 10 to the log of 10. Here is the log of to the base of 10 of this ratio I1 upon I2. Here is the I1 upon I2. Here this ratio, so that this 10 into 2, this will be represented by 20, so that your attenuation factor alpha which is equal to 20 log to the base of 10 I1 I2 in the decibel unit. So here the attenuation, this attenuation is represented here. There is a alpha which is equal to 20 log to the base of 10 I1 I2 in the decibel unit. So from the equation number 1, I1 square which is equal to I1 square which is equal to ES square, and from the equation I2 square which is equal to ER square. Okay, means basically ER square which is equal to I2 square R2, I2 square R2, means here is the I2 square, here is the 2, therefore it will be divided the I2 into R2, therefore which is equal to I into R, which is equal to I of 2 into I of R, means V. Here is a V, and this V stands for, basically it will be represented by, instead of the EMF there is a E of R, so that here the E of R which is equal to I2 into E of R, means there is E of R, okay, means I2 into V into I. This will be represented by ER square, and ER square which is equal to this V into R, ER means ER which is equal to I of 2. Means in this way we have to be represented these equations, es square upon r1 and er. Then putting this value 7.4 we get in 7.4 I1 and I2. Then alpha which is equal to 10 log es square upon r1 upon er square upon r2, and the value of r1 and r2 both should be same, that's why this will be gets cancelled. So that here again, if this numerator of the numerator r1 of the numerator part and r2 in the denominator part gets cancelled out, and only remaining the es square and er square. So that alpha which is equal to 10 log to the base of 10 es square upon er square. Therefore alpha which is equal to 10 log to the base of 10 es square upon er square. So that your again this square is multiplied by 10, that's why alpha which is equal to 2 into 10 log to the base 10 of the es upon er. So that whatever the equation number 7.5 for this equation and 7.36 for this equation is the attenuation in the decibel unit in the form of the current as well as the voltage form. So I hope that all of you understand how to find out the decibel unit. Then move towards the Neper. The Neper is the next unit of the attenuation. Neper is the next unit of the attenuation, and the unit Neper is used to express the current ratio. So attenuation of the Neper is given by, there is a 10 logarithm is taken, here is the natural logarithm is taken here. So that alpha which is equal to natural logarithm of I1 I2 in Neper. So, but we know that the I1 which is equal to es upon r1 and I2 which is equal to er upon r2. So both the value we have to be substituted in the above equation. Then alpha which is equal to natural logarithm of es upon r1 upon er upon r2, and we know that the r1 and r2 this will be cancelled out because of the same value, that's why here alpha which is equal to the natural logarithm of es upon er, here is the e of s upon e of r. Here means here we have find the alpha which is equal to L of n es upon er. Then from the equation of the alpha it will be represented to the here basically. Then we can also express the power ratio, and the power ratio in the Neper we have the resistive component of it. So I1 square which is equal to PS upon R1 and I2 square which is equal to PR upon I2. So whatever the equation for the I1 and I2, we want to take the square root on the both sides, and after taking the square root on the both sides, the I1 which is equal to under root of this term, there is a PS upon R1, and I2 which is equal to under root of PR upon R2. So putting this value in the equation number 7.3.7, there is alpha which is equal to natural logarithm of I1 and I2. Once we substitute there, then alpha which is equal to natural logarithm of this value, and we know that the resistance value R1 and R2 both are equal, hence it is the cancelled out. So that after the cancelling the term of R1 and R2, the alpha which is equal to natural logarithm of root of PS upon root of PR. So what we do here is the root is the common for numerator as well as the denominator. Hence the natural logarithm is represented by PS upon PR raised to 1 by 2. So your attenuation is represented alpha which is equal to 1 upon 2 natural logarithm of PS upon PR in a Neper. In this way your attenuation is represented in the decibel unit as well as the Neper. Then we move towards the relationship between the decibel unit and the Nipper. The two units of the attenuation, namely the decibel and Nipper, are related as follows. Their attenuation in the decibel unit. Alpha, which is alpha in the decibel unit, there is a 20 log to the base of 10 I1 upon I2. Means this equation is your attenuation is represented in the decibel unit. And the Nipper, alpha in the Nipper, there is, which is equal to the natural logarithm of I1 upon I2. There is slightly confusion if the your attenuation is taken in the form of the power, then your attenuation factor alpha, which is equal to 1 by 2 to the natural logarithm of the source power to the load power, but only it is consideration to the current factor, so that alpha in Nipper NP, which is equal to natural logarithm of I1 upon I2. So that from with observe the above two equations, means alpha in the decibel unit and alpha in the Nipper, then we will change the base log from 10 to E, so that the alpha in decibel unit, then 20 in natural logarithm of I1 upon I2 upon natural logarithm of the 10, so that here is the 20 upon 2.3025, means natural logarithm of the 10, which is equal to I1 upon I2. Therefore, the alpha in the decibel unit, which is equal to 8.686 into alpha in Nipper, so that NP, which is equal to 1 upon 8.686 into alpha in Nipper unit, therefore it will be represented by, in the Nipper there is a 0.1151 into alpha in the decibel unit. So one more unit of the attenuation is Bell. This is for more information about to represent the attenuation in the decibel unit. But since the Bell is the bigger unit and generally the smaller unit, the decibel is used. Bell is also related to the decibel unit, no doubt, but one more unit is the attenuation is Bell, and it is used for the bigger unit. That's why one Bell which is equal to 10 times that of the decibel. This is for more information about you. In case of the attenuation, means one Bell which is equal to 10 times that of the decibel unit. So advantages of the decibel unit. The first advantages of the decibel unit is that very large value of the attenuation can be conventionally expressed in the decibel unit. Means if any frequency response you have taken into consideration and to draw it, so there is always necessary, means your frequency should be varying from 1 Hertz to the 20 gigahertz, so that there is a value is a very large, and it will be represented on numerically on the semi graph paper, ordinary graph paper. It is very difficult, so that very high value of the attenuation can be conventionally expressed in the decibel unit. Second advantages is that for cascaded network. For a cascaded network, the overall attenuation is the sum of the attenuation in decibel for individual network. And the third advantage is about that the sound intensity is conventionally expressed in terms of the logarithmic scale using the decibel unit. So the response of the human ear to sound intensity in the logarithmic or not linear, in this case the decibel unit is more convenient about. So here there is a one Bell is the 10 times that of the decibel, but as a ordinary there are two units is conventionally used. There is a Nipper and decibel. Then we have to be take a summarization of this unit. There is a relationship between the decibel and the Nipper unit. So from this video we learn about the one more part. There is a relationship between the decibel and the Nipper. Then attenuation, this attenuation alpha is represented in the decibel unit. Its expression, the most of the student have to be asked about me and to give the feedback to take once more to the basic concept behind it, the what is the attenuation, where is to be used, which unit is conventionally used there. There is a decibel unit, and here the attenuation in the decibel unit. So generally more commonly we use the decibel unit. Then next unit is the Nipper. In case of the Nipper is also the one unit to represent the attenuation. Then the relationship between the decibel and the Nipper, and the advantages of the decibel unit. Basically, the very large value attenuation can be conventionally expressed in the decibel. For cascaded network, overall attenuation is the sum of the attenuation for individual network, and sound intensity is conventionally expressed in terms of the logarithmic scale using the decibel unit. Then the response of the human ear to sound intensity is the logarithmic and non-linear. So in this case, decibel unit is the more convenient to represent the attenuation. I hope that all of you understand the unit of the attenuation, that is the decibel, and Nipper, relationship between them, and advantages. If any doubts, any query, please write on my comment page, and please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the new updates. Have a nice day. Good day. Thank you.